but it's like romantic music. And Christian and I were like locked eyes. We were like making love to each other in the kitchen.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Dance Dish, where the dance ends and the dish begins. I am your host, the one and only Brooklyn J. Don't you forget it. And I'm so excited to be here because we have some sickening guests. First, I just want to welcome the iconic Sunny Walters. Iconic! And we have the beautiful and sickening Jessica Walker.
Yeah.
You're sickening.
Oh.
And you know you're sickening.
Thank you.
I want to hear about Christian Bale.
Oh.
And
Margot Robbie?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Well, I grew up here, so it's like LA, and it's Shinny Pancake, like head roll, Marguerite Derrick's jazz hand, you know? And I went to New York and was like, I'm gonna do that thing. So I had been living there and doing the technique down situation, theater, Broadway, all that. And then COVID hit, and I spent the first year in New York, and then I decided to move back. And 6 weeks later, Dance Dish's own Kuhl called me, and he's like, do you wanna make a movie? And I was like, yeah. I want to make a movie.
Like a real movie?
No, like okay. A real movie.
Hello.
And I was like, okay, work. Thanks. I like this LA thing. I'm just gonna stay here. David O. Russell is doing a new film that was titled Amsterdam, and it stars, well, Christian Bale, so hi. Newsies, like wore that VHS tape out as a child, like, and it's Margot Robbie. You're like, oh God. Okay, great.
Stunning.
John David Washington and Robert De Niro, Taylor Swift, like Chris Rock, just, you know, as you do. Just every A-lister you can think of in the movie. So we're creating this waltz scene, Christian Bale and Margot Robbie, Zoe Saldana, and John David Washington. It's 1930s period piece. We were never given any music, which was really interesting. And so they throw us on set, and we're just pulling a dancer here, well, a dancer, Christian Bale, he is a dancer. Hi. So it's like, okay, Christian's in between scenes, so you have 10 minutes, go grab him. And then we're like in a parking lot with Christian. And then we're like in Margot Robbie's makeup trailer. And we never actually did it together until we were on set. And they were like, go. And at that point, they had thrown Keith into the movie. It was my first time doing that, being an associate on a film. And it was such a great learning experience, and it was just a wild ride. And then all of a sudden, we get a call. Rami Malek and Anya Taylor-Joy knew there was a choreographer on set, and they're like, well, we want them to do some movement for us, craft something. And Keith was on set, so I was like, here we go. Don't mess it up. This is your moment. I'm not gonna sing for you. It's not my talent. But so I went to base camp, and I was like, all right, well, stop staring. They are so beautiful in person. Like the airbrush, it's real. Like that's not.
Oh, so they're that sickening.
Yeah, they're just that stunning, especially Margot Robbie. I was like, stop staring. I was like, you're being a weirdo.
She's so pretty.
Hi, girl crush. So I'm at base camp, and I'm with Rami and Anya, and I was like, all right, well, I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody, and we know that epic lunge that Rami has. Do we need to see?
I would love to see it.
All right.
Floor's all yours. You stretch?
No, we're just gonna do a little we know, dancers. Okay, so it's like, all right, well, you're just gonna do a lunge, and I'm like, maybe we can get the turn out. You're like, yes, I am trained, maybe that back foot. And then Anya's just standing there, and she's such a gazelle, high collarbones, high ballet training. So I was like, I'm gonna give you just like a port de bras, and we craft this thing. So I'm just like trying to create drama and story without knowing the story. I was like, what is my life?
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then cut to like maybe 2 weeks later, Keith calls me and he says, they want you on set tomorrow. They want you to do a fado. What's a fado? It's a really good question. It's a Portuguese folk dance. It's got a circular pattern with a rhythmic clap. So I was like, all right, great.
You knew that.
Again, I didn't, but I was like, thank God for the internet. So I was like, okay, great. We made up a couple different versions of a dance. And we get all dressed up so we can try and create, the environment and just give a little like zhuzh to the picture. We're texting it to the director while he's on set filming another scene. We run to set, and this time there's not even like pull the actors aside. They're changing over the set in the room to shoot this. And it's COVID times. It's a small room. So we're all in KN95s, and all of a sudden it's Mike Myers, Michael Shannon, and Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, and we're ready to roll. And all of a sudden David goes, okay, but we want you in it. I haven't seen hair or makeup. Wardrobe runs, put something on me, hair in a bun, no time for makeup, we're rolling. And at this point, we wrapped that scene, and then we got to my epic scene with Christian Bale where he's dancing with another woman, and David O. Russell goes, okay, she's gonna walk away and you're gonna come up and you're just gonna start to dance with him. And I was like, okay, great. And rolling, go. And then they just didn't stop rolling. And David was like, just keep shooting, just keep shooting. And the Steadicam is just circling us. But it was this like romantic music. And Christian and I were like locked eyes. We were like making love to each other. And I was like, one of my top moments in life. It felt like it was an hour. You know, I was just like time
You were in the
stopped.
moment.
I was floating and I was suspended in like the best dream ever. And it was maybe 5-10 minutes of shooting, but it was like the time that I made love through dance to Christian Bale.
Oh, hello. Let's toast to making, dancers make everything work. You have to, because if you don't, you're not gonna have longevity. So let's toast to making it work and making Whoopi sexy Whoopi, okay? With Christian Bale.
Hello.
Hello, let's toast to that.
Yeah.
And now I gotta go see this clip of you.
Yes.
All right, cheers, you guys, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Dance Dish.
And cheers to the sickening Dance Dish. Hello.
It's a dance dish.
Yeah.
Y'all drinking? Y'all gonna drink?
I'm drinking.
Dance Dish.